there's Ward's incredible microwave oven. It'll defrost, simmer, bake. It has a removable browning element. There's a probe. Makes a cook's life easy. Of course, good help is still hard to find.
The escape pod.
I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot.
And I'm shit, who am I?
You're Danoz, correct.
Yes.
I'm Jezbot.
We're back in the studio for Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pods.
Yes,
It's,
2019 Bonanza this year.
Well, this is our first studio episode
Yes.
for the year.
100 pods or bust.
Yes,
That's what the sign says.
that's what the sign says. I've got like Bart Simpson writing on the chalkboard.
Mhm.
So too does the pod have its own catchphrase at the front of every episode,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
but only for us. I kind of did
Can't
that for
really
us.
see it, yeah.
It's a light box with letters in it.
I'm finding it quite inspirational.
That's
So-
it.
Welcome back to the pod, Dan. How was your
Thanks.
festive season? We won't get into it. Don't answer that question.
But how was it?
Yep, it's been, it's come, it's gone. I think my wife's actually quite pleased that I now have to return to work because we don't have to spend
Time together. Okay, so she's
was-
normal then.
Yeah, we're
Good.
starting to wear thin.
Oh, really? Starting to
think-
drift apart.
I think the secret to a happy marriage is
Space.
Space.
Yes.
space, time apart. Love you, Chen.
So yeah, back in the pod.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, just touching on getting sick of your wife. It's not. It's
Speaking
not
of
like,
which.
no, it's not like that. We started terrariums today.
Oh, yeah?
This is the last day of holidays.
Is this
It's official.
is this some weird fetish thing, or is it a business
No, this is
investment?
chapter 2 on his plant balls from last season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right. Oh, the sphagnum moss
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You're going to go into full production this year.
Sphagnum moss. Is that what it is?
Yes.
How do you how like if I've got a little batch of moss and I've got a rock and I want to combine the two,
Yep.
how? How do they do it? How do you get those mossy rocks?
Put them in a dark, damp spot.
Okay, so does that mean if they're
So
in a
basically your,
terrarium?
Your bedroom cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're in a terrarium, isn't that light exposed heat?
We'll keep it indoors and there's very low light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, terrariums are typically quite moist, damp type environments. Ferny, mossy.
Mm.
Can you get a little miniature solar powered watering kit that plugs into the back of the terrarium? That it just all you got to do is fill up the canister.
You don't want it too wet, but it would make a nice little water feature if it was trickling over some rocks.
Oh,
and
that
then
would look good.
I'll tell you what would be cool. You know those little atomizers that shoot out the mist?
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's
so
not give
it's-
away all the ideas for
Okay,
Jezbot's
yeah,
new
true.
business
No doubt,
venture.
no doubt.
Okay. Perhaps you shouldn't be broadcasting it.
Well, I mean, I've got
I suppose-
to say something, otherwise.
Yeah, terrariums have been around for a while.
I'll take this opportunity to promo my wife's ceramic business, which is going to be at the Rose Street Market,
Oh, yeah.
Fitzroy, in the next couple of weeks.
Is this an early Pfeffernuss?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
I didn't plug in the soundboard.
First-
Thinking of a new soundboard for this year.
First sponsor for the year.
Yeah, why not?
VM Ceramics.
Yeah, so she's going to be selling those, Rose Street Market. I'll give you the date when she walks in with the beer that she's just gone to buy me.
Isn't she
well,
lovely?
Well, if you're going to do 100 pods, we need staff now.
Yeah, but like I was
right.
saying to you, it's all about your side game, right? So you got your everyday going to work,
Yeah.
and then you come home, you tinker at something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's got to
Don't
make
give
you
away
money.
all your ideas.
It's got to make you money.
Yeah.
So
And
why
that's
are
your
we
side
still
game.
podcasting?
This is our side game. Side game to
Okay.
talking
Okay.
in real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the work provides the fodder for the podcast.
Correct.
That's it. You've got to get out there.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm hoping
experience things.
I'm hoping that because I'm going to run the market stall with her,
Mhm.
and I'm
We're
hoping
gonna
to
be-
get some stories.
You're going to be the spruiker? I
well.
reckon you should get Jezbot in. He's good at spruiking.
I'm going to be in direct
$2.
No, well, I
Or
was
is it-
thinking more like the guy. It's the imagining the fabulous, the fantabulous,
shyster.
the shyster. Yeah, that's selling the love potion.
Yeah,
I'll be like
a
that.
tonic man.
Tonic man.
Yeah. No, I'll be in direct competition with you guys in the stall next door selling all my terrariums
Oh,
and
you
moss
booked that
balls.
space, did you?
Yeah, apparently you have to go on the website and put all the tell the people who are organising the festival or the market show what products
You got to submit your products.
Submit. Thank you.
So
Jesus
they
Christ, my brain is not working.
They make sure that you're not selling
Junk.
no stuff that's like commercial end stuff, and it's got to fit in with the artisan.
Is that
vibe.
Is that Etsy thing still a thing?
Yeah, it is, but
Or is it more like MySpace sort of
Yeah.
drop off?
It's kind of a chick thing, like Pinterest or tampons.
How very dare you?
Isn't your wife a chick?
Yeah.
2019,
Yeah.
Tim.
Is it?
Yeah. Dan's just having a fiddle with his mic standing.
I
Do you want to?
I don't think I'm
You know what you
giving
should
off
do?
sound bites,
Angle
am
angle that at your mouth, right? Yep, that's the microphone right there.
I feel like I
Why
need
don't you
to-
sit where
Sit with the
where it
angle where the
ends?
mic stand sort
'Cause
of swivels
so
to.
what's happening here is
This is why these guys are on the big bucks.
yeah, that's right. We're on. That's why these guys are on the good mics, is what you mean.
Mm.
First part of the year.
And we're off to a flyout.
Yeah,
we're
that's
back,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
All right, here we go.
From here on, starting from,
From now.
Cool.
Proper pods.
Yeah, that's all. It's all good.
I
So,
did say that we wanted to do 100 quality episodes.
okay.
Yeah,
So I got to shave this down to some kind of quality.
hope so.
Excellent.
Well, if the pre-planning that you scribbled on the piece of paper over there is anything to go by, I'm sure we're in for a great season.
There it is.
Well, why don't we just go straight into a news segment or
Okay.
Dan's
What is it?
north,
East.
West.
south,
It's the news.
north, east, west, south.
Yeah, newest.
News.
It works.
Yeah.
It all checks out. You do
It
have to
works.
check it though, don't you?
In news out of Brazil,
Ooh,
Don't often travel over that way.
no.
a would-be thief tried to rob a woman in Rio.
Mm?
It turns out she was a UFC fighter.
No
Excellent.
shit.
Yeah.
A woman standing on her own waiting for an Uber in Rio de Janeiro may have appeared an easy target to a would-be thief.
Mhm.
The only problem was that for the perpetrator was his target was a strawweight UFC fighter.
Yeah, those straw weights.
Strawweight.
Straw.
Yeah,
Okay,
can we just,
so-
I
can
think
we
that
just
means fighter, but still looks quite
okay?
sexy.
So hold that story. Just sidebar, Jez. You're
Yes.
watching the UFC. Do you watch the women's one as well?
I surely do.
Can you give us
surely
an
do.
idea of what the rankings are?
A straw weight is probably a woman of around 4'5",
Mm-hmm.
very short, and about 45 to 50 kilos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronda Rousey is definitely not strawweight.
Okay. So is
It's like
is it-
Audrey
is it-
size.
Is it your height and your weight classifies you as what, or is it your strength?
No, it's definitely
Nice,
just
yeah.
weight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think height. I think if you've got height, you can use it to your advantage.
Do they ever pit straws against I don't know, boulders or whatever the next thing? Paper, scissors, rocks?
They should. They probably
Is
should.
there a paper,
But
scissors,
this,
rocks?
this is the thing. It's so many ranks, so many levels, so that people don't try to cut weight and then bulk build, and so you just sort of fight where you naturally are.
Okay.
Um,
So that's the only fairness.
mm,
That and smash your fucking face in.
it's gonna get rough.
So just on that,
Yep.
target was a strawweight UFC fighter who turned the tables on the thief with punches, a kick, and a rear naked chokehold before forcing him to sit and wait for the police.
Unconscious.
Well, in a bad shape. Do you want to see a photo?
Yeah,
Yes,
excellent.
please. Oh, that motherfucker got fucked up. Oh, wow.
Well, I can't see. No one can see.
Look
so
at
let's
that.
Get some words. Okay, so he's pretty beat up.
Yeah,
His head is mangled.
mangled.
Let's just
Whoa.
do we have her name? Do we give her a shout out or?
Let's-
Pollyanna Viana.
Mm.
Just look her up on your UFC app,
I'll
Jezbot.
look
Yeah.
I'll be doing that tonight.
Uh,
Tonight on
Don't
UFC had
Don't turn on the
Jezbot.
light.
So,
Yeah.
mixed martial arts fighter Pollyanna Viana, nicknamed the Iron Lady, told the website that
Store or iron?
the thief used the fake gun to try and steal their mobile phone while she was waiting
Idiot.
outside her apartment on Saturday night.
Fucking
When he
arse.
I saw him. He sat next to me, Viana said. He asked me the time. I said it. I saw he wasn't going to leave. So I was already ready to put my cell phone in my waist. And then he said, "Give me the phone. Don't try to react because I'm armed."
Oh no.
Then he put his hand over in brackets, gun. But I realised it was too soft.
Because I'm hard as steel.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
iron,
nickname.
hard as
Oh,
iron.
Iron.
Maybe she got the
Iron Lady.
Maybe she got the rank Iron Lady from being able to iron shirts at such rapid
How
paces.
dare you? 2019, Tim.
Well, anyway, she kicked the fuck out of him, sat on him, told someone to call the cops, and he was promptly arrested.
And speaking of
bada bing.
women's rights, thanks, Ness, for bringing the beer.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Vanessa,
Well
just
done,
quickly
Ness.
while you're here, can you give us the date of your first market stall? 3rd of Feb. You've heard it here first.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Get yourself some Valentine's.
Get yourself an
ceramics.
artesian ceramic.
Back to the punch on.
Well, that's basically it.
Well, can you look up some
She
stats
got
on
him.
her? And you know, I want to know the weight, the size, the.
For straw.
Can I use this opportunity to say, go
No.
fact yourself?
Go fact yourself.
Yes, that's a T-shirt for 2019.
Go fact yourself. Yeah, okay. I can
Mm.
see that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting bowling shirts made up for us.
And you
Okay.
can't. Yeah.
Embroidered names.
Embroidered
on the,
names
on the breast.
And then possibly an embroidery symbol on the back.
I love it.
And if you don't bring your specific shirt to the pod, you have to use the one that's in the
You have
lost and found.
Yeah, no, or you have to pod shirtless.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose.
Shirts and skins. Remember that at school? They actually used to
Yeah.
make us do that.
Yeah, we did go to
Yep.
Catholic boys' school though. Tim,
Well, they
so
couldn't fork out a couple of bucks for some sachets.
some
Or
bibs.
some netball bibs.
Yeah.
I guess not. Who was asking us? There were a few brothers that were suspect, weren't there?
Oh
Mm.
wow! And not even allegedly now. It's out in the open there,
Mhm,
boys.
mhm.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Mm.
But
No,
not
it's
allegedly. No,
it's
it's
definitely
confirmed.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm.
So UFC. I know I mentioned this on the pod that Jeremy tried to introduce it to me.
Yeah.
One night when we were at his place. Check it out.
Yeah.
It really turned my guts.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
No.
I like it. I like the bits where they're like
Kicking the shit out
right
of
up
each
to the
other.
bit where it goes ding ding ding, and then it's the carnage. I just don't like watching somebody bash
Yeah,
somebody to death.
It's not to death. It's not
It's
It's close to
it's a
death.
punch away.
Yeah, some of those
ref.
knee to forehead type maneuvers.
Do you get like okay? So the your opponent gets knocked out.
Yes.
Right. If you punch them one past that,
Mhm.
do you get penalised?
Oh no, because it's in the heat of battle. So like, I mean, because by then the good ref is already over the top of you. It's like it's trying to stop you. But if you like keep going, I think you might
Frowned upon.
frown upon. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is rules.
Can't get knocked out twice though. Yeah.
There was some big fight recently where the entourage jumped in and sucker punched.
Yeah, Conor Khabib. Conor
that
v
too.
Khabib.
Yeah.
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 It was a big brouhaha.
Yeah.
It's all good for business though.
Yeah.
Imagine the next fight.
Made the news.
Mhm.
All news is good news.
And speaking of
it's-
old things,
Yeah.
I guess, because
Mhm.
you said old.
Did you?
I think you said old news.
It's a good segue,
It's
Dad.
another one of those quality
Everybody's
segues.
everybody's familiar with the DJ's turntable,
They
Yeah.
are.
the Technics 1200,
Mhm.
and they've just released the Mark 7.
Mark 1.
They've made a lot of improvements. There you go. It looks
Identical
to
the
the Mark
to the Mark
1.
1.
Not one
Yeah.
change. Well, it's like the. Remember a few weeks ago we were discussing TVs.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah,
you know,
is there an update on the TV situation? We're just not yet. Yeah.
Nah,
Okay, yeah.
nah, the battle continues. I'm not giving in on this one.
Yeah, it's
But
between
anyway.
me and Harvey Norman.
Are you
Yeah,
writing
no,
fake
they've got-
reviews?
I did go home and did a couple of dodgy reviews for Kogan, but they're now releasing TV updates twice yearly, so you can get like the 700, 750, 800, 850. Now they're up to the 900. But in 2008 they had the 800 and the 850, and the difference between the 800 and the 850, like the difference between the iPhone 8 and the
iPhone
iPhone
8S.
10XS was marginal.
To say the least.
It gives you an excuse to charge a shit ton more money for basically the same thing.
Because we
Yeah.
live in a society
Yeah, here we go. Hot takes.
of updaters, right? They've trained
Oh, yeah.
us. get the latest update. Get the
100%.
latest update. You do that every time you get an update. There's you introducing new problems into your phone, into your devices, all this business. I just
and now there's a synergy for. I know with TVs, you need to release your TV with the latest, say, Marvel movie. Watch the that's.
Oh, and okay. So
Avatar was
you've mentioned this before, that Avatar was created purely to sell the latest television.
The 3D revolution that fell into the
Remember
swamps.
when there was an iPhone that came out with a U2 album preloaded on it?
It's still on my.
You can't get rid of it. Do you,
No.
Yeah.
It's still
you've
on
got
here.
it, have
I've
you?
got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to play that song, Jeremy, for everybody?
Yeah.
No.
Please.
I'll be right.
Everybody needs a bit of
It's
this.
just some.
Gets even better.
Oh, Bono.
Sorry, Dan.
It does feel like it's been a long time between drinks for Bono and me.
Yeah.
He hasn't. Have you
Haven't heard from him.
Have you
for-
heard his
for
name
years.
mentioned?
Has not texted me. Has not
I
called
think
me.
the last sip I had was over his Europa.
I think after the
Sure.
bad press of that album being preloaded, there has not been a boo. He hasn't said, "Fucking someone give $10 to a starving African because I've only got $20 billion."
He's had his little heartbroken.
Well, it's a shit way to get your Spotify numbers up, isn't it?
Well, if it's all about that, just call Spotify and say, I'm Bono, here's $1 million, give me 1 million views, listens or whatever. You don't really need to rely on interfering in people's life, especially when
It's very cynical.
well, I'm not much of a U2 guy.
Well, do you know how the Beach
too?
Boys?
You're in the music game. You've got to remain a little bit optimistic.
I think it was Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys that
said-
when he got his, that said the first single that he got pressed. He just went around and bought all the copies from all the music shops, and he had a trunk full of his own albums, and it went up the ranks, and then it's got some movement.
Look at this.
Look at this donuts.
Oh, hello, Tiger.
Would anybody like a hot jam donut?
I would
That'd be
love it.
lovely.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa. She's brought in hot jam donuts to a pod.
And let's
What a girl. What a girl.
And how's your how's your anger levels, Jezbot?
I said to my lovely wife today when driving. I said it was the first day of driving around to get the terrarium gear.
Oh yeah.
Something very peaceful, but I felt such an overwhelming sense of
Pressure.
anxiety
Okay.
just driving around in public. Because I've been away for a week down the
Okay.
beach.
Meaning people around, people driving erratically, people too close to your bumper.
I tell you what, no, actually I got every green light. People
Okay.
there was no cut-offs. There was nothing that actually happened.
Hardly anyone on the roads at the moment. It's a dream.
It is a dream. But
So
there's still,
how does it get on your nerves?
Because it's like I'm seeing all the dudes in their utes and their plumbing trucks and going to get stuff, and I know that's me tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to start the year because I know it's another 12 months before I get to do the Christmas pod.
Oh
Hey,
God.
Jeremy, don't take this the wrong way, but I really love it when you get angry.
Wow. Well, there is something on the notes from last year. I haven't got angry this year.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, why don't you travel back in time and give us a bit?
In the way back falling down machine.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to talk about Christmas. That's why, Dan, when I asked you how your festive season was,
Yep.
that I cut you off quickly because we did
We've
6 or
covered
7
that.
weeks of
Yep.
Christmas.
Okay.
So enough is enough.
Okay, enough is enough. So you're getting angry, but he's getting angry about that. He's
Well,
getting
that's
angry about it.
Sidebar, have you been into Coles recently? There's a hell of a lot of Easter eggs.
Oh,
No,
you fucking shit
Come
me.
on, man.
And hot cross buns.
Is that...
Is that for real?
No shit.
See, I don't want to say when does it end because it doesn't. But when does it end?
Well, I just...
You're supposed to say it doesn't.
It doesn't. But I just did some advertising for Valentine's Day, pushing Vanessa's ceramics. So
Yeah, but we're closer to Valentine's Day than Easter. When do we get a break?
Well, you
I
don't.
think you just got to check out. You've got to take island getaways. Leave your technology behind.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've we've established now that there are downsides to technology.
Yep.
You've just got to have a cleanse.
Yeah, surround yourself in green.
Yeah, get out with nature.
Get in the ocean. I got in the ocean.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
You never do that.
I know. It's
And how
once
was
a
it?
year. Well, you'll hear that on the microsodes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sidebar. Did you hear?
Wait a minute. Which sidebar are we on?
Wait. Just on swimming in the oceans. Did you hear last week alone on the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coasts, there's been a swarm of blue bottle jellyfish because of the tides, and about 2,000 people got serious blue bottle jellyfish stings.
So everybody piss on
Everyone was pissing on everyone else.
Now, does that work?
Well, if you want to grow lemons, it's really good.
Okay. You grow lemons all over your bitten legs.
You just got to cop it.
But do people believe? Is it a myth?
A myth theory.
Or is it just temporary relief
pissing
because it's
thing.
hot
It's
piss?
nice, warm, and I know why. After swimming this year, because it was not as warm as last year. The water I found, but I'm seeing everyone. They're in the water. They're up to their waist, and you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're pissing themselves.
So if you
And that's what I
Creating
did.
their own little warm patch.
And that's what I did, and it was delightful. I
okay,
gotta tell you.
so let's just say you're on the beach. You've just got out of the water. It's freezing cold. The towel's not really doing its trick. No one can see what's going on. Can you whip it out and piss on yourself? Can you do that?
Nah.
Just to warm up.
Same as in the water.
It's
No
not-
one can see you.
No.
Really no different.
No. No. The
Can't do it?
dilution factor
Makes
makes
it
me
okay.
feel at ease.
Okay.
Yeah, and they say that's how all that pissy play.
Is that how it starts?
That's how it starts in your
Pissing on yourself
in
on
your
the beach.
wetsuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come to terms with it.
Go, that's not so bad.
That's all right. I wouldn't mind that in my bedroom. I wouldn't mind piss all over my mattress. Or more piss. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cold water coming off the Southern Ocean. It is cold. It's not like swimming in the bay or swimming in Queensland.
No, it's quite different,
it's
isn't it?
Cold.
So I'm not a big fan of cold waters.
but let's just say this: I got in the water.
I got out.
To have a
To
piss.
have a piss. It
What
heals.
about a borry?
No aqueducts. What is it?
I don't know.
Aquaturds or whatever.
I never heard it.
Okay.
Never heard both of those phrases.
It does take the scabs off the wounds. Salt
Right.
water. I
Okay.
did feel like I'd had a massive Epsom salt bath.
Yep.
A couple of hours later,
Okay.
felt very relaxed. I only went up to my chin.
Yep.
And then right at the end, I took the straw hat off and the glasses, and I said to Cass, "Hold these. I'm just
he's going
dunking." And I
dunking.
dunked under.
Dunked
just
into
so I
somebody
could-
else.
Were there any waves, or is this a
Just
general-
waves.
there's
There was
some
waves.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's
yep.
some waves. Yeah.
It was so good. So I'd cleansed all that anger away.
Oh, you washed it away like
Wash away your piss
okay.
from your wetsuit.
You washed
just
away
like
the
that.
piss of your day.
So I buy myself a new microwave
Sure.
just before Christmas because I didn't want to clean the microwave.
Yeah.
And microwaves are going, a good microwave, 40 litre, it's about $160.
Yeah,
Yep.
bugger all.
Bugger all. So do yourself a favour. This is a Jezbot hot tip sidebar.
Hot.
You know, buy yourself your air conditioning,
Yep.
your heating system, buy that nice suit, things that are going to last. Also, get yourself a nice microwave.
I've been talking about it for the last week.
Dudes,
would you
we're not
believe?
doing-
This
we're not-
is-
Really?
This is remarkable.
We're not doing 6 weeks on
On microwaves.
Microwaves.
Well, we've almost worked our way through all the white goods. So, is that considered a
Well,
white
this
good?
is the problem. This is the problem.
Enlighten me.
I wanted a chrome,
Oh.
and I chose Mark, the salesman. Seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Uh-oh.
He did have little bit of a woof about him because it was the heat of summer.
Okay.
the Christmas
Well,
rush.
he stank.
He stank a little bit,
Stink, stank,
but
stunk.
And his name was Mark.
his name was Mark.
Calling him
So
out.
it's after grog sweats.
Okay.
Because it's not like after curry sweats. 'Cause-
Oh, it's different.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
It's
You're racially profiling this Mark guy.
His
yeah,
sweat- only
I'm
his sweat.
I'm telling you that he had been over-consuming alcohol within
Mhm.
the last
I agree.
24 to 48
Work
hours.
breakups, barbecues, Christmas celebrations.
Red Bulls, Monsters,
So
V's.
he seemed like he knew what he was
Natural
doing.
perspiration shouldn't have a bad odor.
Unlike Dan,
Is it?
I didn't want to.
No.
I didn't
I've
want
got a
to.
problem then.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, we didn't see you there.
Sorry.
I didn't see you there.
Sorry. As you were.
Unlike Dan, I didn't want to rage profile this guy. So I just said, yes, he's a bit smelly, but it is the silly season.
Okay. Smelly
he did,
season.
He did make eye contact with me as soon as I went into the
Okay.
microwave
so
aisle.
He's won Jez points.
He left to people he was with who were arming and ahhing about which ones to get.
So he didn't stand around.
He said, I've seen you. I'm going to say to this woman, just have a look around. I'll deal with these guys. No pressure.
Put you on hold.
So I'm like, this guy's all right. And I said,
You stink.
Cass and I were like, this one or this one? He goes, yeah, get that one. It's, it's whatever. He picks up the box, takes it to the counter. It's all good. Take it back home. And it's a white good. It's not
white.
It's white. It's not the chrome. And I've destroyed the box in a rage. Trying to get it. Fucking so many staples. Why is there so much plastic? So much sticky tape.
Yeah.
Why don't I need all the foam? What's going on? Christmas,
I don't want
man.
this. I just want my thing.
I want to plug it in. So I had to go back down. Now this is where the rage falling down moment comes in, because I'd come to terms with Mark's fuck up. It was more my fuck up than anything, because I should know better.
Check the tick on the box,
the box.
chrome or white.
It said white.
It did.
It said white.
So you shouldn't have ripped the box.
But he grabbed it from the chrome section, underneath. So
so
someone had packed it wrong. But he's in the microwave aisle, so he's packed that wrong.
How many microwaves is he actually grabbing in a day?
Wow,
Well, at 146, I reckon they're flying off the shelves.
Get yourself down to hardly normal.
Good guys, pay less, pay cash.
Okay.
So I've gone back to the supermarket, or it's like one of those 2-tiered malls with homewares, but only homewares. There's no supermarket there.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting out of the car, I hear a dog barking in the underground, muggy, smelly parking lot. So I go, I'm going to go have a little bit of a Jezbot investigates. Sure enough, it was a Labrapoodle doodle in a car with the windows only cranked. Yay. I took the photos. I've got the number plates if you want me to read it out now. So I've gone, what the fuck is this? I was just having a good old day returning my microwave.
Yeah.
And now,
After a fit of rage.
what the fuck is this? And now I've got to do something about it, because I'm a doer. I guess.
I do something about her.
Yeah. Well, for a dog, I'm a dog guy.
Yeah.
And homie don't play that. If you go into the milk bar, it's like a child going to the servo. You're filled up. The child could stay in the car. You can see the car. The car can see you.
You're back in minutes, and it's generally in the shade.
If you've got to go into a parking lot, park, crank some windows, go up escalators, go and choose your homewares. He's not going in for a pack of darts, or he's choosing.
He could have gone back to yell at Mark for giving him the white one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he might have.
So anyway, I've gone photo, and I get the microwave, and as I'm going up the escalator, there's, let's call him Trevor, the security guard.
Okay.
So, and he's standing at the end of the escalator, sort of like leaning over, sort of, I don't know.
Security guarding.
I would call it more perving on women that come up the escalator.
Right.
Okay.
As the vibe
He was
is the
giving off
vibe
that
I
sort
was
of-
getting.
Yeah.
Rapey vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
good.
he's
He was
he's-
securing his wank bank.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, and he's making eye contact with every woman that goes past, which is nice. Hashtag 2019. So I've gone as I'm walking past him. It all happened very quickly. I thought, here's the security guard. He'll do something about it. No worries. Jezbot's off the spot. I don't have to do anything about the dog. I don't have to go smash a window or anything like that. So I said to him as I'm walking past on the escalator, hey, mate, just seen there's some shithead has locked their dog in the car, mate. You better do something about that. He goes, well, what could I possibly do about it?
Security and or guard.
I said, well, I've taken a photo of it. I said, take the number plate, go on the loudspeaker, and do your fucking job.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You dropped the
Yeah.
F-bomb.
Do something about
So
it.
as quickly as I can go up to the good guys, Mark wasn't there, but as I went to the counter, and she's seen the box and gone, what
What'd you do to it?
What happened to the box? And I said,
Staples.
well, I was ripping it open. It's pretty secure in there. And she goes, well, who? I said, I wanted a chrome one. not a white one. She goes, well, who was on the staff? I said, I think it was Mark. And she goes, Mark. All right.
Okay.
No worries. Like
Okay.
it's something.
He gets a pass.
But I would like to say her attitude stank.
Okay.
She
Stunk.
She stank because then she proceeded to say, well, next time, what I would do is turn the box upside down. And I went, whoa. I said, whoa.
Ain't no next time.
No next time.
This is chrome.
I'm opening it up. And she said, you don't need to. I've seen the stick. And I said, I'm opening it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll call her
Sandra.
Linda. It's too close to Cassandra.
Okay.
You're Sandra.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
So anyway, walk out, go back down. There's no security guard, so he's done something. There's no car, and there's no dog. So
He was just getting some
Jezbot
dummies.
is again.
He's using his wank bank.
Once again, Jezbot is almost like Batman.
Almost.
Saves the day.
By
Vigilante.
By ruining other people's.
Well, that's what Batman does. Some poor guy down the. He's just trying to get just make some scratch, and then Batman beats the shit out of him.
Good on you.
Good on you.
So
was the dog still there?
And they left.
Yeah.
So he probably did just have to run in to get something, but I thought
still,
that
like
sta-
they
I thought
say
that
that
stank.
they say that a crack isn't enough.
But this is an underground. There's B1 and there's B2 in this car park too. So the deeper you go, the cooler it gets.
What level are you on?
This is level with pretty much Westall Road.
Okay.
Drawing a bit of a map for you.
So on a hot day,
was hot.
It'd be hot.
Yeah.
I was sweating. Trevor was sweating. Linda had a sweat on. Mark stank.
Yeah.
So
True. So it was a hot day.
I can understand. But look, I'm not.
How's the microwave?
Microwave's fantastic.
Good.
Chromie.
Mm-hmm.
Chromio.
It's different. I didn't read the instructions. Do you remember when you first got a microwave and it was the house, the new thing?
Start. Yep.
Like back in the 80s, it was like getting a new TV or a VCR, upgrading from Betamax to VCR.
Compact disc player.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But now, no one really gives a shit. You throw out your microwave, you go get a new one.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck microwaves.
That's why we've got to do 100 of these pods, because they're just disposable. And if you don't keep coming up with the next microwave, you just...
People are just not going to listen to the old microwaves.
Well, I'd like to think that our dear listeners out there have got their treasured few that they have decided to put in their favourites pile and,
listen to ad nauseum.
Come back to every now and then.
Like the one that you were on. And
the one that you were on. The one that I was on.
Yeah, they were really good.
They were really good.
Yeah.
There's almost 140 of them.
Almost. We're getting up there.
That's
yeah.
And we did actually. That's what I'll do. Shout out to some of the listeners that I met at the New Year's Eve party.
Okay,
For
you're
the
talking about
first
the
time.
festive season?
Yeah, I am. But where respect is due.
Okay.
Big shout out to everyone at I'll just say Cynthia's. Sin
Sin
City.
Cities, yeah, we all know Sin.
And thanks for listening. And
you're not going to name names and say thank you.
Not naming names. They know who they are.
Yeah, and they're listening right now, allegedly.
Don't you think they'd feel more special if you could demonstrate that you actually remembered their name?
Well, I'll tell you this much.
Just pause the tape here, and we're back.
It's I asked most of them on the podcast.
Okay.
And
because that's how we do. When anybody shows any kind of interest, we say, "Do you want to be on it?" And they say yes, and then it never happens.
Well, if you say yes, you're bound to listen to 10.
Okay, I see what
Before
your
you come
strategy
on.
is. Everybody listening right now, you have a chance to be on the pod. So listen up. And we
got a
might
little bit of
announce it in the next 100 pods.
Your punch card will be arriving in the mail very shortly.
I'll tell you what else would be really great. A review.
Which review? Oh,
No,
a review
don't.
on iTunes.
A review, yeah.
Or other.
iTunes
Nah.
review.
There is 2 reviews up there right
Yeah.
now. One is
From me?
yep, and the other one's from
You.
me. Yeah, that's right. I wholeheartedly endorse this podcast
Look.
and everybody on it.
This is definitely a podcast.
Yeah.
It was mine. We're
Sort
not,
of.
we're not asking it all that.
We actually aren't asking for that.
Nah. None of that business anymore. There's no Facebook group. There's no Instagram.
No, it is all got to do with the content.
If
that
we
we're
get
putting
staff, well, there's someone out there. If you want to do it, you do it.
You do it.
Our Instagram and shit.
Oh yeah, if you
Not
want to
doing
do it,
any
you
of
do
that.
it. Yeah, you do it. Link us to it, and
Yeah.
we'll like it and comment on it. I have noticed that one thing, and we're going to see a lot of that, I think, this year. Facebook drop-offs. People are starting to go, I'm done. 'Cause we've hit the 10-year mark. Ish. I think it's gone a little bit longer than that, but the majority of us have been on there for 10 years. Here's your memories from 10 years ago. Oh, shit, I've done nothing for 10 years. I haven't bought any new clothes.
Yeah.
So I think people are getting
What
kind
do
of...
you mean I haven't posted since 2015?
Yeah, exactly. So have we been introduced to the next big thing? Like, can we transition from one to the
let's
other?
take over.
And do we need to transition? Are people going to just go...
Instagram is much bigger than Facebook now.
It is.
Yeah.
So
But
how
that's
much...
that's gonna go.
No,
well,
it's not going to
inevitably.
go because it's all about chicks in G-bangers.
Okay. True.
Yeah, right.
Well, your feeds are.
It's not,
yeah.
it's not going anywhere. I don't know how they know that I like this shit, but keep it coming.
They really know me.
Yep.
They really
Yeah.
do.
Tell you what's become really big on my Instagram feed recently, and I'm not sure why. Girls doing glutes exercises in gyms. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think the more you go...
the deeper you go.
have you been posting
weirder
up
it gets.
any gym shots or hashtag gym or hashtag...
Oh, I see.
Nope.
Mhm.
Do you hashtag at all?
I hashtagged a bit while I was on my holiday, but that was my one and only time that I've ever done any sort of
Because you had
conscientious
time to go.
hashtagging.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, what am I going to do with the other 15 hours today?
Hashtag.
I might hashtag something.
Yeah, okay.
Can we make
Jeremy's confused. A hashtag
back on
is,
that Google Home stuff,
Mhm.
where a friend of ours purchased a present of earrings for the wife, and then 2 days later, the wife was getting news feeds and ads about a procedure she wanted to have on her ears because her ears don't support heavy jewelry.
what?
Just
They-
just for split reasons, whatever.
Well, I get that part of it, but what are you saying?
But
That-
she had not said to anyone that she wanted to get the surgery, like a little bit of a little stitch or whatever it is. She hadn't told anyone.
Google Home is listening.
Our friend purchased the earrings with that in mind, like this is going to be the second part of the present. I got you the earrings, and I know your ears can't handle them, but I've also got you the surgery.
Thingo,
which is-
yeah.
I don't know if it's weird or not. I don't know.
So
That's
it
why
turned up in
someone's
his
surgery.
feed because he's been Googling surgical procedures.
he claims not to have.
But how do you order a surgical procedure without Googling it?
Well, he hasn't actually done that part of it yet.
But
He's
he's
just talk- has
I
he
bet you
talked
he's
about
typed
it
it
out loud?
into
Must
his
have.
search bar.
He must have.
See,
But why would it send it to her feed, not his?
It's just turning up on the computer,
Her phone.
her phone.
Maybe
they've
it
got,
knows.
They've got linked. They'd have linked phones because they're both plugged into Google Home.
Oh, yeah.
okay, well, can we
Oh,
just
so it wasn't
can
them,
we just
though.
do a pod test? Can we just do a pod test here?
Yeah,
Get
right.
your phone,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Hold it up. It's not recording us. Okay,
Or
we
is
know
it?
it's
Or is
not.
it?
We know. Well, let's just say we know it's not for
Okay.
the sake of the thing. Let's put something in,
Aha, do a
Right.
blind test.
and let's see if our feeds.
Okay, so it's got to be something.
Well,
It's got to be
should
something very
Do
strange.
we need to be on the internet to do it?
Well, I actually did this today. We're just back at work, and things are a little bit quiet before we rev up. We're going through.
They're all making terrariums.
Yeah,
and
we're twiddling our thumbs, and days are taking a really long time to finish. So I was on the Vino Mofo site. Don't know if you're familiar with it. Good place to buy good quality wine at cheap prices.
And Chrome
VinoMofo.com.
microwaves.
we're not sponsored by anyone, by the way.
And hang up on that webpage. The rest of the day, bang, every webpage I went to, ad banners
Wine
on
Related.
every page.
All
Okay.
wine
Mofo.
related or
Yep.
just
Yep.
So that's been typed into. So let's say the following words
Yes.
into
Just
your
in- just
into
in
your
front of it.
phone
Just in
after
front
I
of you.
say
Are
them.
we Siriing it?
No,
No. No.
no, because we're going to
Well,
try
actually,
and test to
if
see
we-
if they
You'll
are.
you'll Siri.
Okay.
You'll do nothing, and I've got the blind test because mine's an iPhone 4, and it's
So it
probably,
might not have the function. Okay, so I'm just blind. Okay,
All right.
so say the following words.
Yes.
Are you Siri enabled?
Are you Siri enabled?
No, that's not it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I'm Siri enabled. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, everybody shut up.
Everybody shut up.
No.
Right.
Don't say what I say after I say it, but say it
Don't
when I
say
say
what
it.
I say.
No.
after
Hey, you guys, hey. Terrariums.
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 No, that should...
Okay, Daniel, here's what I found.
Okay, so now you've put that seed in, okay?
Mhm.
Cancel
So
that.
to speak.
Cancel that. Chrome microwaves.
Creepy security guards.
Hot Asians.
All right, so let's put that to rest. Now, before our next pod, if you get anything on your feed,
Yep.
then we know they're listening to us. They're
and
definitely
also-
listening to
also-
because you Siri'd it.
The listener, if the listener's listening on their computer and their phone's listening to them listening to the computer, maybe their phone will come up with terrariums and hot Asian women.
And the other thing we've been testing out was the butterfly effect. Is
Yes.
that when we say things on the pod, they become
just
like within a week,
yeah,
it's on the news, right?
or it comes
something
into our
happens.
life. Yeah,
So we may be adding to the collective consciousness here, but
everybody buy terrariums from
we'll just see.
Jezbot
Let's
and
just
Cassie Lee.
yeah, true.
I think you should look into actually having them assembled in Cambodia and flown
I
over.
see.
Could almost do that, eh?
Yeah,
It's almost
that's the
more
way they're
cost
making money.
effective.
But
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much: it's all about the personal touch and the jar.
We'll get
So-
someone to do it personally.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you-
just personally touch each one when they get delivered.
Here's a thumbprint.
With Jezbot's personal touch.
Yeah,
Okay.
ripping them out of the box.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I spelunk over the top of all of them.
Ah.
Just sidebar on cave diving. I was out dining on Pakistani this
Cuisine?
afternoon. This afternoon
Mhm.
at lunch, and I was hearing this cure-all for after curry arse
Sweat.
burn,
Sweats as well.
After curry flurry.
after curry flurry, and this guy happens to swear by dabbing a little bit of milk on your arsehole.
Really,
Oh,
just
okay.
to soothe it
Okay,
out
we've
a little
we've
bit.
all been there, but now there's a purpose. That's
Well-
good.
Coconut milk, mother's milk. Did
So-
you have an update of speaking of arse?
We wouldn't really be starting a year off if we didn't have any kind of poo story. Please tell me you got a poo story.
Well, as it happened, Silas,
Ah.
I do.
Ah,
I poo.
I do poo
too.
too.
Which is another T-shirt that Tim invented of R2D2 saying I do poo too.
Yeah.
Well, in the same theme, but with the change in year being 2019, there has been an evolution of the public pooping story.
Okay. Phantom pooping or just publicly voyeuristically pooping?
Ah,
Wait for it. Woman caught urinating on floor in Queensland Food Walk store.
Food walk.
Foodworks.
Food
Food
works.
works.
Sorry.
Food
sorry.
walks.
Food walks out the
Does it?
door.
Foodworks.
It's our great prices. Their food just
Do they
walks
sell?
out the
Do
door.
they sell toilets? Because I really thought I said to Vanessa, "Will you give me $100 if I pull my pants down and sit on one of these IKEA toilets in one of the things?"
No, just
And when somebody goes past, I go, "Do you mind? Do you mind?"
for $100 of your money.
In the criminal justice system, there's a crime craze driving people potty.
It's disgusting.
Bowel movement bandits boldly defecating in public.
He used to bog on his jog at least 30 times before residents caught him.
These are their stories.
Oh, that is a poo. And he just stood in the poo.
In public. This is the fourth time now.
So our accident is not an accident at all.
Would you like to hear the story, or you're not
Please.
interested because
Yeah,
it's
we want-
wee and not poo?
It's a waste product, so it's fine.
Footage has shown a customer in a Queensland supermarket dropping her pants and weeing all over the floor in the middle of a shop. It seems the woman couldn't hold on for any longer while shopping at Foodworks in Collinsville and decided to relieve herself in the store. The urinating customer was called out on social media for her inconsiderate choice of toilet.
Now,
I tend to agree.
What about this? Danoz, you're allowed to bring your dog in there.
Is it?
But you got to put the onion under the sausage.
Yes, you do. You certainly do. Because otherwise it's dangerous.
Yep.
So
that's a great way to end the episode, I think.
Well, it
but
is.
I was going to say in reference to if a dog's allowed to piss and someone has to come and clean it up, why not a full-grown woman?
Because of what you just said, a full-grown woman.
It's 2019, man.
Stop putting people in. Stop pigeonholing people.
As I've said,
I identify as a public pisser.
How dare you?
Yeah. Don't classify me as a public pooer. I'm clearly pissing right now. Are you just going to look at me? I'm not actually pissing. Okay, just so you know. But I do.
That does smell like something.
Smell something coming out.
What's that? Whippy.
Smells
something.
Smells like ammonia.
Smells like Mark.
It does smell like a bit like Mark.
Yeah, it's got a mark to it. So yeah,
2019, 100 pods onwards and upwards of quality episodes.
Yeah, if you just say quality, doesn't make it quality. But on behalf of Turnstile Records, the Escape Pods, thank you for listening. Tune in next week. And for 90 weeks after, I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot.
And I'm Danoz.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? 1 pod left. And 3 of us.
The escape pod.
The escape pod. What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod, as I say, it's really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should go down. Goodbye.